It's Fandom Friday. Yo! Hey guys, welcome in. I'm Zordon of Doom. I'm a singer-songwriter and I make content here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and I have music up on Spotify, Apple Music, and here on YouTube. If you'd like to check out anything that I do, all links are down in the description, including any song that I react to today. And today I'll be doing another reaction to ZUTOMAYO. And the song is called Medianoche. The middle of the night? Medianoche is noche is night. It could be wrong. I feel like ZUTOMAYO has such catchy music. And the music videos sort of look and have the feel of like a video game in a way. Like a retro video game. And I really like that style. So I'm looking forward to watching and listening to the song for the first time. And for anyone who is interested, I will be going line by line after I watch the music video, just so I get a better understanding of what the song is about. I love going into songwriting. As a songwriter myself, I find it very inspiring, and I like getting into the head of who wrote the song and also how the artist or singers interpret or express or perform the song. Because all of those things make a huge difference in the delivery. This also applies to the band as well, depending on what instruments play, if it's more techno, the genre, if it's acoustic, you know? So yeah. Let's check this out together. All right, here is the music video. It says here, ZUTOMAYO, Medianoche, music video. In 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Very spooky. Like a retro game. Or like an indie game. Is her HP going down? While eating? Oh! Wait, are these the characters from another music video? And there's the cat as well. Getting married to the zombie? Are they both zombies? Oh? They both went after the officiator? I think they deserve each other. They were keeping count of how many people they killed. Oh, wait. They're turning them into zombies? Or undead? This hedgehog. Oh, are they fighting the gatekeepers? What's beyond the gate? The hedgehog caught fire too. They escaped. And it looked like she had been killed first. That's so interesting. Okay, I'm curious what the lyrics are gonna be. Okay, so I went to check. I was thinking of hippocampal pain. The characters were totally different, but the hedgehog and the cat are both present. I wonder if they're in other ZUTOMAYO music videos as well, or make like cameos. All right, I'm gonna go through the music video one more time. This time I'll be looking into more details of the music video and also go line by line with the official English translation that's attached to the video. So in the beginning, we start with the clock at midnight. So Medianoche is midnight. What did I say earlier? Middle of the night? And I just noticed this. She was the first person to get murdered. It happened so quickly, I didn't realize it. Medianoche, midnight. I knew she had died, like, because of this, but I didn't catch the stabbing. Like, we get a glimpse of the murderer, sort of. I wonder, is the murderer the guy? I have no idea. Bajo medianoche. It's like under the cover of midnight, under midnight, in the middle of the night, at midnight. And then we have our main character waking up as an undead, as a zombie. And the first line says, "It's less risky to stay in the loop." In the loop? Is that like a reference to being like everyone else? Staying within the norms? Oh, it's interesting that she wakes up in the dining hall. Then others won't think I'm strange. Right, okay, yeah. If you keep staying in this loop and you follow everyone and you don't deviate from the loop that you're assigned, you won't stand out. And if you don't stand out, then people won't think you're strange or different. And I think that's a huge identity thing that a lot of young people go through, especially in Japan. I'm just realizing it's like a werewolf hand that's feeding her. Polish my skill of conforming. That's my first ending. Oh, interesting. Almost like a video game where you get a bad ending. If you continue your life just conforming to society or what you think people want you to do, nothing is going to change and you might end up living a life full of regrets. The door is locked. It's more popular to be someone convenient. Yeah, because if you don't shake up the status quo, everyone just goes with this similar flow, right? That rhymed. Standing out and being yourself is often looked at as a negative thing because it's a disruption. You're causing people to look at you. And if you do that, that means you're self-centered, you're trying too hard, things like that. I like that she knocks with the John. Lies sound like truth in battles of deceit. Because you're not being yourself. You're essentially lying to other people. And if you're doing that, and if everyone's sort of doing that, you're all just lying or being fake around each other. That's the battle of deceit. There's no replacement for the charger I lent you. Got it. I'm understanding this now. The reason why her HP bar is going down even though she's eating food is because she's not supposed to eat food like this. It's probably bad for her. I immediately think of Tokyo Ghoul. But even if I shed my skin, I'm low on power. She's tired of pretending, being something that she's not, trying to conform to everything else. She's tired. She's tired of the nonsense. Vision blurred by a warped sense of justice. Warped sense of wanting to believe what is right or what's best to do. And then we get to the chorus where she starts breaking the door with a knife. Who was I fighting with until now? Crying and screaming like when I was born. She finally realizes not to fight it. Not to fight being herself. Because it's actually harder to try and conform. It's a lot freer to be yourself. And in this character's case, be the zombie and just, kill. If only I could live even just my outer self. So outer self is like who others perceive you as. If it were that simple, people would always do it. Unfortunately, that's not the case, because every time you pretend, you die a little inside. Also, I'm noticing like this, whatever this is, you can see the dark. There's also blood here. I wonder if this is how it actually looks like in reality. Like, everything looks pretty, but what's really happening is within this dark circle, which is a really cool representation of your outer self. You try to be perfect, you try to be the best that you can be, but on the inside, you're dying inside. If only I could live even just my outer self. Yeah, she can't keep eating the food because that's not what's gonna sustain her. She's forcing herself to be someone she's not, essentially. My heart's bow and arrow are scorched. She's tired of fighting. She's burnt out of pretending. I thought they would burn forever. The protection that was there. If I could fire into the distance, anywhere would be fine. And this is where she digs out the other character. Kind of looks like Beetlejuice in a way because of the black and white stripes. And this line makes me think of the idea that it's easier to just move somewhere completely different where people don't know you and you can start fresh. You can actually be yourself. Living in the same place since you were really young, people have expectations of you. People want you and see you a certain way, even if you change over the years. You're a different person than when you were a child or when you were just last year. And if you can't handle what people say, it's hard to try and break free and break out. On a dreary night, laying in wait to become themselves. Medianoche. Bajo medianoche. It's midnight again, or is this noon? No, it's midnight. And she's sleeping in her coffin. When she wakes up, and then we start the second verse. Shame, there's no way I can get rid of it myself. Get rid of what? So I'm assuming that Nira might be the name of this character? Tearing out and devouring everything from the shell. Turning the blade toward others while protecting myself. Oh. Unfortunately, when you start to break free, you might end up hurting people along the way because they expect you to be a certain way and you might let them down. So in order to protect yourself, you're also hurting other people. You might be hurting someone close to you who maybe doesn't like what you've become. But you can't stay like that. You can't lie to yourself. Calling that a life strategy is a lack of better words. I'll carve it into my chest. Even the chains look transparent. No one can see the chains that are sort of holding her down. And no one can see the struggle that she's feeling. She's forcing herself to be something that she's not. In this scene, this sort of represents and looks like a ceremony that is expected of them. They're supposed to get married. But we know, since we watched the music video, they turn on everyone. They turn on everyone's expectations, and they don't do what everyone else wants. They attack the officiator first. This chain of reincarnation is so annoying. I guess the reincarnation sort of like that loop. Doing the same thing over and over again, no matter how many times you've come back. Even in death, they still have to perform the way that society wants them to. If you've already lost sight of your goal, there's no reason to be afraid now. Yeah, if you lose sight of your goal, do what you want to do. This is the time. I'll try to ward off death as I live. Try to move forward in life, one step at a time. Don't overthink it. Don't let society pull you down. They drop the ring and we get back to the chorus where they're about to murder everyone in the room. Who was I fighting now? The two of them let go. They were holding back this entire time. And now they're like, F it. We're gonna be ourselves. We're just gonna let our impulses take over. Who was I fighting until now? This question is asked to yourself. I was fighting myself. And then the moment that you step out of your own way, it's incredible how weird it feels. It's almost like that was too easy. But The act of stepping out of your own way is such a big step, and it's so hard to do. Crying and screaming like when I was born. If only I could live, even just my outer self. Yep, all of them suddenly have HP bars over their heads. If only I could live, even just my outer self. And it starts counting how many they kill. My heart's bow and arrow are scorched. I thought they would burn forever, but not anymore, because you've broken free. If I could fire into the distance, anywhere'd be fine. On a dreary night, laying in wait. She smiles, and then everyone comes back to life as undead. I feel like undead is almost like them becoming themselves as well. And then we get to the bridge. Even if you boil or fry them, you can't eat them. Who? My true feelings are a night procession of demons. Oh, talking about your emotions, what you're feeling, those negative thoughts. No matter what you do, you try to get rid of them, but you can't. They haunt her. I'll never forgive those jerks who get in the way. Maybe the people who cause these thoughts to be even more prevalent in her head. Whether asleep or awake, Santa Compagna. It says here holy company for Santa Compagna. A deep grudge to the break of dawn. So Santa Compagna is a deep-rooted mythical belief in rural northwest of Iberia, Galicia, Asturias, Spain, border zones of Castile and Leon, and northern Portugal. Huh. It is the Iberian version of the pan-European mythic motif known as the Wild Hunt. Oh, and that's what they are. Okay. So Santa Compagna, a group of lost souls that roam the community's forests and are a symbol of bad omen, death, and tragedy. I see. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. These are all the lost souls. These are all the people who feel the same way, because no matter how alone you feel in your feelings and in your head, you are not the only one who has felt this way or feels this way at this moment. You're not alone. Who do you think you are, playing dumb? My blood is boiling. It's the worst, but I think I gained something. Screaming and crying like when I was born. They changed up the chorus a little bit. The only thing in their way are these guardians and these brambles. I wanted to live, even if it's just my outer self. But it doesn't feel like living if you're not complete. Inner and outer self. My heart's bow and arrow are scorched. I thought they would burn on forever. If I fire into the distance, anywhere'd be fine. And I see. That's why they took it literally in the music video. If I could fire into the distance. She notices the lighter, and she takes an arrow and fires into the distance. Fires at the rose bushes, at the guardians. On an unknown night, laying in wait. Probably laying in wait for change. What am I anyway? These are definitely existential thoughts. Finding who you are is part of growing up, and sometimes there are people who are well into like their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s, who don't know who they are. They never find themselves. They continue to feed the loop. Sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. What am I searching for in the end? I put on an honorable act. While each day my ribs shatter. Yeah, she just grins and bears it. Even though on the inside she's dying inside. It's messy mischief. Because I'm not going back to dirt yet. Yeah, you're not dead yet. You're still alive. Keep going. It doesn't end. Don't let it end. And then we go back to the beginning where she first wakes up. Such a cool music video and such an interesting song as well. Lyrics and music and vocal and tap percussion. Akane. Arrangement 100 Kai. Auto. ZUTOMAYO. MV animation TV Chani. Heck yeah. Really cool animation style. Medianoche. I found the topic of the song quite interesting, especially because it's something that is an ongoing problem for a lot of young people. Bottom line, just be yourself. At the end of the day, be someone that you want to spend your time with. Don't be the kind of person that is created because of someone else's thoughts and feelings. We're all just trying to figure ourselves out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just take your time with it. All right, everyone. I think that is it for this reaction. What did you think of the music video? What do you think of the song? Subject matter, the lyrics? Would love to know your thoughts down in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget that no matter how it is you are feeling, you are AWESOME. You are AWESOME. Right, everyone. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.